And we are live with life, but first of all we are focusing on his opponent at the top right.
JYP.
That lined up well. He's a little bit tired, just yawning like, too easy, son. Well, at the bottom left we have the third player.
JYP.
And he will make sure that this game is not going to be too easy for JYP, so let's see what's going to happen.
Hold on a second.
We have... Yep, you go on. You go ahead.
We have a 10 gate here. We have a 10 gate on the low ground. That is unusual. Now, JYP, I already like this because it's not a Forge Fastix fan. But I want to see how much pressure you can put on here. I've actually been messing around with doing some 2-gating again against Zerg, and it doesn't work out as well as I would have liked. Definitely doesn't work out as well as it used to in the beta, but maybe he's going to do a 1-gateway fast nexus with a Zealot pressure. He's going to force his opponent to kind of play defensively as he gets the nexus up. That could be what he's got planned here because that kind of thing can work. I like this harassment. Probably learned from Huck.
I'm certainly excited to see something a little bit different. That's the Chrono Boost already on the Zealot. At the same time, we have Live with his spawning pool being built. The usual timing, nothing out of the ordinary. He's going to start a gasless expand in just a few... Oh no, actually he already has gas. I'm very, very sorry. He's mining and he's nearly at 100. My mistake there. He's going for the speed right away.
And since his opponent did not drone scout, he is actually going to wait for a second Zealot before going with his first one. And that's really interesting. Forge goes down now, so he is going to likely be... Actually, Counter, what if he... This is just unlikely, but he could use the Zealots to pressure with a cannon at the natural as well to defend the probe making the cannons. I don't think that's what he's going to do, but he has that opportunity now, that option.
I don't think the Zealots were spotted, were they? The Overlord is hovering to the right, so he knows perfectly well that he can get away with it. And there are 4 Zerglings. The standard amount of Zerglings, he's not getting 6, he's getting 4, and there are 2 Zealots. And the first Zerglings are already dead. And now he needs to get units, and this will be quite a problem.
Yeah, the probe still remains alive as well. We're not going to see him make those cannons as I was mentioning earlier. And a cannon goes down at the natural JYP. Still no nexus from him just yet.
I don't think that he is able to force the cancel, but still, actually he might.
The third Zealot is coming over here, Caldor, and that hatchery's hit points is getting lower and lower.
Yeah, he has to cancel.
He cancels.
He has to cancel the expansion.
I love this new creative style coming out here from JYP. He's going to remake it, but a lot of resources lost.
We have 10 Zerglings being built now, and he is retreating with the Zealots. Oh, beautiful. Lining up in order to block because he realized that speed will be done very soon, and he knows that he might lose the beautiful. That is ingenious. I like it.
A lot of practice has gone into this build. That is for sure, Caldor. But the problem is now he has no wall back at his main base. He's prepared to wall, but the Zerglings may get there before. He's actually going to send the Zealots back to the hatchery as the Zerglings go around.
Beautiful. And
forces the Zerglings to turn around. And now we can actually hide behind the minerals when the Zerglings get here and do a crazy amount of damage. Look at that.
I love it. I really, really love it. JYP with a beautiful strategy. And those 3 Zealots just did so much damage already. Are trying once again to get into a position where they can sneak away, but this time Life is not going to let them escape.
Oh, he could actually perhaps catch the queen off creep here if he goes for it now. Oh, he may get it. Not quite.
Not quite. Life is in a good position, taking down the Zealots now, but still losing a bunch of Zerglings. The hatch is done. Finally, it is done. There is already a high electric going on.
It's almost done as well.
Yeah, for Life. And we have another cannon for JYP, just being super safe now.
Worker count 32 probes to 27 drones.
Yeah,
a lot of useless Zerglings out on the map.
He can't do anything with the Zerg. Oh, needs to be a little bit careful with a 1 sentry. Shouldn't lose it, but there are 2 cannons in the back. The third is about to finish. So
he's going to scout the lair.
Nice.
JYP doing everything right so far this game.
Starting now the Stargate. and he is just in such a nice position.
He really is, man. Everything he's done here.
That build was really, really beautiful. I love it. And also the decision making, not just trying to run back with the Zealots because he knew that speed would kick in, that Life would try to take down the 3 Zealots. So he just lines them up at the ramp where the Zerg player just can't approach him. And as soon as Life starts the run by, he's going in again, putting pressure onto the expansion.
It was beautiful, but Keldor, we're going to have a Hydralisk den, man.
Not again.
And Life is really going to commit to this. This is a pretty big commitment, but this may work out. If he does it correctly, we're going to see how it's done differently than his opponent did it earlier. 3 gateways being added now for JYP.
There's the Nidus.
And there's the Nidus. Now,
we won't see a Nidus in the main base.
No, we will not, man. That is not what he's going to do. He's going to make a Nidus on top of the ramp, outside of the natural. He's going to have range when it hits, and that is how it is done. I think it actually may work. He does not have a lot of units. His warfare research is just on. He only has 1 gateway and a Stargate. I think he's going to die. He may hold this with really good force fields. He has 4 sentries out right now, and he does have 3 cannons, but it's going to be tough.
It's going to be a tough one, and Life makes actually a really good decision. So he is... I would have expected him to go for a different kind of all-in, but the upgrade for the Hydralisk will be done very, very soon.
Oh, but the Void Ray's out now, and now he can't make the Nidus near where he wanted to because he had hesitated so long. Where is he going to make it? Okay, I think he's going to make it maybe over to the left where he can rally without having to go down the ramp.
Yeah, he knows where he knows where the Void Ray is, so he can put down the 1 Nidus. There's another cannon coming up. He's swapping in a bunch of units. We also have Phoenixes now being built. Will it be enough to
Void Ray spots it.
And there it is. The Queen is out.
The Void Ray going to be taken out perhaps. Here come the Hydra swing a ton of extra DPS. The sentries not useful just yet. He's going to go for the cannon. I find that to be a weird choice, but he's just going to get it. Now I think you can just pick off the Cybernetics core. That would be genius. No more sentries, no more stalkers. Spine crawlers being made here.
Wow, this looks awesome for JYP. There they are, the force fields. Nice force fields, but not enough Zealots to deal damage. There's just nothing that can deal damage to the Hydralisks. Life is now on 83 supply against 54, and as beautiful as JYP's opening was, Life is now capitalizing on its weaknesses, and this Hydra push might well end the game.
Oh, I absolutely think it will, Keldor. With this many Hydras out now, he has no way to leave his base. He does have a forward pylon out in the middle of the map, but what's that going to accomplish, let's be honest. Hydra's stutter stepping forward here, and it looks like JYP's time is up on Crossfire.
He's trying to transition into Colossi, but this is not gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's just no time. Only 1 sentry left. The sentry is going to be picked off. He can get into the main base as well. There are spine crawlers in position. Creep being spread. Oh my god.
That is that. The robotics facility desperately trying to get a Colossus out, but GG. Nice opening by JYP, but Life said, nah, Hydra all in, it's Crossfire.
And yeah, Lovesick, that is how it's done.
Oh man, these ZenX players, man, when they do all-ins, they look so bad afterwards, like, I'm
really sorry.
I know, they're like, I feel like I have to go talk to a priest or something, like, he's like not even religious, but he like wants to talk to a priest because that all-in was like so cruel. He doesn't know what to do, man.
It was really cool. I mean, we have JYP with a really decent, really nice opening, really like this decision making, but then
I don't think you can do the Stargate opening on this map like that, because if the Hydralisk come, you're just never going to have enough. But if you don't do the Stargate opening like that and he goes Mutatech instead, then you won't have enough Phoenixes, then you have to rely on cannons. That's an uncomfortable position, so I understand the Stargate choice, but it was a smart move by Life to go for the Hydra bust.
Yeah, he definitely detected the weakness in the strategy of his opponent and then capitalized on it and was like, okay, well, I know exactly that I can hit you with the Hydralisk timing, so I'm trying to go for it. And he did a very good job.
He didn't even micro his Hydralisk as well as he could have. He got too close to sentries, he got force filled in with the cannons, but there were just not enough units because there was only 1 gateway.
And the next map is going to be dual side. We already talked a little bit about it. This is not going to be a walk in the park for JYP.
Absolutely not. Looks like the players are ready. They've said go in chat. We all know what that means. It means it's time to go.
Yeah, it's time to start the last map of the day, Wolf.
And no matter what happens, this will be the final game on dual site. JYP looking just a little bit stressed. You know, I have to say, in all of the games right before the beginning, he looks like he's trying to take a deep breath and prepare himself.
Map is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Protoss against Zerg once again, one last time. JYP against Life. There we go. This is the GSL Codec.
Sponsored by Hudson.